Hi everyone, this is Deb Tim, a Canadian girl. Now I have been doing a species profile series on all the fish that I have in my aquariums. Now I haven't done one on the Geophagus alterfrons. So today, please join me in episode 48 of my species profile series featuring the Geophagus alterfrons. So please stay tuned. Geophagus alterfrons, named for their unique habit. Geo meaning earth and phagus meaning eat in the Greek etymology. These sunnyfish are members of the Cichlidae family. The Geophagus alterfrons are found in most of the tributaries draining into the Amazon basin. It seems they are restricted by the first set of rapids they encounter. They have also been collected in various floodplains and flooded forest regions throughout this area. The alterfrons have also been introduced into streams and inland reservoirs in Singapore, where they're doing well and thriving. These remarkable cichlids prefer quiet, clear blackwater environments, avoiding turbulent white waters. Their biotope includes sandy shores, fine gravel, and even muddy substrate. Depending on their location, they also inhabit areas where scattered rocks, submerged logs, roots, and branches are found. Setting up an aquarium for them would require no less than a 55-gallon for a pair, but larger if homing more. They attain a size of anywhere from 8 to 12 inches, so setting them up in a tank with that in mind would be your best option. In designing a biotope they prefer, you should use a soft sand or very fine gravel, as they are diligent sand sifters or earth eaters, as their name implies. A few flat rocks for spawning, pieces of driftwood, and some plants would be a pleasing setup for them. Because of their sand sifting habit, planted plants are not recommended, as they will be uprooted and moved around. In my aquarium, I have Anubis attached to driftwood, the best of both worlds. They also prefer warm, clean, soft water with low lighting. Water quality is crucial for the health and well-being of this particular species. They are vulnerable to deteriorating water conditions. Chemical parameter swings must be avoided. It's highly recommended that you overfilter their aquarium, keeping in mind they prefer quiet waters when directing your filtration output. Water changes must be weekly of at least 50 to 70%. I always do 70% for these guys. If the maintenance routine is inadequate, the geos could suffer from head and lateral line erosion or stunted growth. These beautiful cichlids tend to be shy and will hide until they come to know their caregiver. Once they are comfortable, they become quite curious. They prefer living in groups and are comparatively peaceful fish doing well in a community environment. A breeding group of 5 to 8 is suggested. They live within a hierarchy society. The Geophagus are sociable and prefer living in loose groups. However, when spawning, they will display a strong grouping behavior. If kept in smaller numbers, they will become stressed and agitated, often the smaller or weaker ones suffering. Suitable tank mates are many. Being kept with other species that share their temperament is recommended. There are too many suitable species to mention, but it's good to note they will not prey on tank mates even just a few centimeters long. In my aquarium, I have some Australian rainbows and angelfish that are excellent tank mates for the geos, preferring different levels in the water column. I also have a giant Raphael catfish in here that you will get to see as well. He is very quiet and calm and doesn't bother the geos at all. Geophagus have amazing iridescent scales with gold orange, blue-green, and red shimmers on the base color of tan or gray. They also have hints of these shining colors on their translucent fins, including red highlights. On the ends of their pelvic fins, they have beautiful long rays. The rays are also on their caudal fin as well. Geos also display an ocellus spot or black eye on or below their lateral line, some clearly darker and more pronounced than others. The males and females are very difficult to sex. The males tend to be a little larger. The male's rays are also usually longer. The best time to sex Geophagus is during spawning when the female's vent is visible. Breeding activity begins with some fin flaring, gaping, circling, and head jerking. Once they have decided to spawn, they will choose up and prepare a site. Geophagus alterfronts are mouth brooders and are easily bred in a home aquarium. I'm still waiting for mine to start. Breeding can be induced by providing high-protein diet, raising water temperatures to 88 degrees Fahrenheit, and lower pH levels. The best way to lower your pH levels is to add peat to your filtration system as a media. The female will lay her eggs on a clean, flat surface, preferably a rock or slate. She will systematically lay a row or two of eggs, and then the male will come and fertilize them, repeating this process over the course of several hours. She will lay up to 300 eggs. Within the next 1 to 24 hours, she will pick them up and mouth brood them until they hatch. The males have been known to also carry eggs, but most often that job falls to the female while the male defends their home. After a week or two, the fry are free swimming. At this point, both parents will mouth brood care for them until they are a few weeks old. Most often, the pair will share the brooding duties, both carrying some of the fry. Others will exchange the entire brood once a day, allowing each of them time to rest and eat. They may take small morsels into their mouth for the fry as well. The fry should be fed baby brine shrimp or crushed flakes, being moved onto other foods as they mature. Patience is required if raising your own breeding stock, as the juveniles will not be breeding until they reach at least 1 year. As their name implies, they are sand sifters, looking like they are actually eating the sand. In fact, they are sifting edible bits out while the sand filters through their gills or back out of their mouths. Geos, being omnivores, need a diverse diet of a good pellet-based food that they can sift for at their leisure, but also live prepared, frozen, and freeze-dried foods, such as bloodworms, krill, and gel food. Floating or sinking foods are just fine, as they will come up in the water column to feed, as well as sand sifting. Feeding them 3 to 4 small meals a day fulfills the desire to sand sift and also results in the best growth rate and condition of the fish themselves. I have had my geos for a few months now. I find them absolutely stunning and a joy to watch. The tank has a feeling of peace and tranquility about it, a truly magnificent species. So until next time, this is Deb Jones signing out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.